The Varaha avatar represents the transition from a state of endurance to a state of radical, resolute action. For Sushant, this phase is the most physically and intellectually aggressive. It marks the moment he moved beyond being a successful actor and began his mission to rescue his true identity as a seeker, polymath, and scientific visionary. This was the period where he chose roles that required him to disappear into the depths of a character's reality. He didn't just act, he dived into the research, the physics of the movements, and the psychological trenches of these worlds. Like Varaha plunging into the dark waters, he wasn't afraid of the messy parts of the process. He understood that to bring something valuable to the surface, you must first be willing to go where others are afraid to look. The most significant rescue in his life was the reclaiming of his intellectual soul. In a world that wanted him to stay within the shallow waters of fame, he used his tusks, his sharp, piercing intellect, to lift his scientific and philosophical interest into the public eye. He famously spoke about his visit to NASA and his investment in a telescope that allowed him to see the rings of Saturn and the Andromeda galaxy from his home. This wasn't a hobby, it was a Varaha-like rescue mission. He was saving his inner researcher from being buried under the weight of industry expectations. He proved that one could be a dreamer and a doer, an artist and an entrepreneur in AI and emerging technologies. Sushant mused, I was a background dancer and I was happy. I was a theatre actor and I was happy. I am a film actor and I am happy. It's not about the where, it's about the how. The joy is in the lifting of the weight, the digging of the trench, and the process of building the foundation. I've been a seeker. I have tried to find my own answers. I've been a dreamer. I have tried to live my own dreams. Varaha doesn't ask for directions. He dives in and finds the earth himself. This reflects Sushant's refusal to follow the manual of how a star should behave. He sought answers in quantum physics, in the Bhagavad Gita, and in the coding languages he learned. He was hunting for the truth with a fierce, singular focus. To live a dream is an act of grit. It is one thing to dream and another to support that dream, but to live, it is to actively pull it out of the realm of fantasy and into the material world. His rescue was the manifestation of his dreams, making his lunar property, his scientific startups, and his high-concept films of physical reality. The Varaha carries the earth on his tusks, lifting it toward the sky. In his life, this lifting was his constant attempt to elevate the conversation around him. Whether he was talking about the stars or the importance of mental optimization, he was trying to pull the collective earth of his audience toward a higher frequency of thought. He didn't just want to be on top, he wanted to uplift the foundation. This is where his scientific entrepreneurship came in, founding companies that explored the socio-economic human technology intersection. He was using technology as the task to lift humanity toward a more conscious future. Sushant bridged the gap between the dark depths of the unknown and the bright light of realization. He showed that with enough grit, you can dive into any ocean, be it the film industry, the world of high-tech startups, or the study of the cosmos, and emerge with your soul intact.